This is one of those.
Thunder Arturo Gatti, fighting out of Quebec, Canada. Hector Macho Camacho.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. They're both trying for a knockout. How about that time counter shot? When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
And down goes Gatti. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Ton. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
He misses with that straight left. He threw the hook, didn't land. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. It's not over till it's over, but that... Here we go for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff it.
There's a counter shot. Camacho is buzzed. Look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. They're done. Back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. On to the third. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice job by him to block that jab. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Nice counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Counter shot. Perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got... There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Did a nice job blocking the right jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. A perfect counter lands. Neither fighter willing to slow down. That counter punch caught him clean. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Camacho is buzzed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything when you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up.
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh my word, God, he just got caught! And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Did you see that? Oh, and Gotti gets clipped. Arturo Gotti in trouble. And Gotti goes down. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. And we continue.
Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that... On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter shot. His jab just got blocked. Both men step back for just a moment. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. A perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Can't score with that hook again. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not... There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Camacho in serious trouble right now. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more away.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Powerful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Whoa, he got clipped there. This could be the end. They blocked the left there. Wow, Gotti just got clipped. And down goes Arturo Gotti. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
One round. Round 8, and we're off again. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think who's going to go back as confident, who's going to come out as confident. Both fighters went back on unsteady legs. How is this going to unfold?
They blocked that right hook. His stamina is off the charts. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
And that just rocked Arturo Gotti. This is serious business. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
And that has rocked Arturo Gotti. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
That's lights out right there.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're okay.
No surprise as we get
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one second. Really need. Very beautifully, very alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Yes. Really need. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. 2 nights live singing by the opera house.